Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio, so then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
It seems like we were talking about commandments and laws and rules and shit.
That's what you said yesterday.
Well, that's what we did the day before. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that day too.
This was about idolatry more and kill all the people and don't let any of the people live and burn all their shit, including all of their what are they called? Their sacred objects.
Got it.
Don't let any of them stand.
So we talked more about idolatry?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you were like, if I found gold, then I would keep it. But it said, don't do that.
Right. That's
Don't
true.
do it.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could smell it down and like nobody would know.
God would know. God in this Bible would fucking know.
Well, fuck God.
And he's saying, don't even marry them bitches.
God in my life doesn't know shit.
Well, that's because there's no such thing.
I know.
So.
All right. Well, let's go find out what's happening next in
Deuteronomy
chapter 8.
Very good. Okay, so Deuteronomy chapter 8 starts off with a good land to be possessed. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm imagining being possessed. By a ghost or something.
Yeah, that's
a good land to be possessed.
Yeah, we're going to possess it. Okay, be careful to obey all the commands I am giving you today. Then you will live and multiply, and you will enter and occupy the land the Lord swore to give your ancestors.
What if I want to divide? Or
Don't.
No,
That's stupid.
That's stupid?
Yeah.
Too daddy?
Dad joke.
Too dad joke, yeah.
Don't do a dad joke there.
Okay, my bad.
Remember how the Lord your God led you through the wilderness for these 40 years, humbling you and testing you to prove your character and to find out whether or not you would obey his commands. He was going to find out, huh? I thought he already fucking knew, but okay.
Yeah, and
he's going to find out. I wonder if those people will ever obey my commands.
I feel like he's going to want them to thank him for it, for dragging them through the goddamn forest and killing them all while they're there.
He's like,
remember how I tested you and made sure you were good?
Yeah. I had to make sure because I wasn't sure because even though I'm not omniscient, I didn't know the answer to my own question. Yes, he humbled you by letting you go hungry and then feeding you with manna, a food previously unknown to you and your ancestors. He did it to teach you that people do not live by bread alone. Rather, we live by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. I'm going to starve you.
I'm going to say you still need food.
I'm going to starve you to make... Like, that's what you do to a dog, right? Like, I will starve you to make... I mean, I don't do that to a dog.
Yeah, no, you definitely... I mean, that's...
To make you obey me.
Yeah.
I will starve you. Right. And then when I feed you, not only will you obey me, but Stockholm Syndrome, like... You will thank me for it and be grateful that I fed you.
No, he's definitely an asshole.
God, this is like abuse 101.
Yeah.
Gross.
No, I know.
For all these 40 years, your clothes didn't wear out and your feet didn't blister or swell. I mean, just the ones that survived, right?
I bet those feet that were burning in the fire, so they set them on.
Yeah.
Bet their feet blistered a little bit.
I bet their feet blistered. Then he says, think about it. Think about it, husband.
Thinking.
Think.
Still don't like this dude.
Just as a parent disciplines a child, the Lord your God disciplines you for your own good.
He obviously has not kept up with the times.
No.
And moreover, he shouldn't have had to have kept up with the times. He should have known better parenting skills right out the bat, since, he's a God.
What I'm hearing is that we today
we have surpassed God.
We have surpassed God.
Yeah.
Our psychology understands that discipline for the sake of like, oh, I spanked you for your own good, is actually not okay.
I mean, I'm shocked, right? I mean, we're talking about a fucking parent book from the fucking Bronze Age.
Right.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Sure.
We're so much, yeah. Okay.
Dr. Spock got it wrong.
Right, yeah.
So obey the commands of the Lord your God by walking in his ways and fearing him. Fear.
Okay, hold on a second. Right there.
Yeah.
I just had somebody today Twitter me and say...
Twitter you?
Yeah, Twitter me. Whatever.
Tweet at you?
Tweet at me.
Okay.
And they were like, God says 360 times in the Bible that we must love him or something, or that love is the something or other, or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but he also says fear. And they're like... No, he doesn't want us to fear him. And I'm like, bullshit. It says it right here. I'm reading it.
Have you read Deuteronomy? Because in Deuteronomy
kiss my ass because I'm reading the fucking Bible and it says it right there.
Fear me.
Literally
like,
says
over
fear
again.
me.
Yeah. So obey the commands of the Lord your God by walking in his ways and fearing him. For the Lord your God is bringing you into a good land of flowing streams and pools of water with fountains and springs that gush out in the valleys and hills.
That's nice.
It is a land of wheat and barley.
Wait, where's the milk and honey?
Of grapevines, fig trees, and pomegranates, of olive oil and honey.
There's the honey.
It is a land where food is plentiful and nothing is lacking. It is a land where iron is as common as stone.
Oh.
Lies. You told me that iron wasn't as common as stone.
It's not. It's a very rare item.
And
back
copper is abundant in the hills.
I mean, that might be true, but...
You told me that iron back then was a precious metal.
It was.
But he is saying, no, it's as common as stone.
Well, that's just like some asshole promising you riches if you move to Florida and invest in the timeshare.
So this is a timeshare ad?
Yeah, totally.
When you have eaten your fill, be sure to praise the Lord your God for the good land he has given you.
I'll be sure to do that.
We got an or else coming.
Or not.
Ready?
Yeah,
ready for the
ready.
or else?
There's no or else after that, okay?
Warning against forgetting the Lord.
Literal warning.
Yeah. Here's the or else.
I'm just imagining the sign at the entrance of Israelite territory. Warning.
This is the asterisk.
Yeah,
the footnote. But that is the time to be careful. Beware that in your plenty you do not forget the Lord your God and disobey his commands, regulations, and decrees that I am giving you today. For when you have become full and prosperous and have built fine homes to live in, and when your flocks and herds have become very large, and your silver and gold have multiplied along with everything else, be careful! Exclamation point.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get too comfortable there.
No way. Do not
You gotta have that fear.
Right. Do not become proud at that time and forget the Lord your God who rescued you from slavery in the land of Egypt. I'm sure it's fucking gonna let you forget that.
He is not letting that go.
No.
He's like, I rescued you from slavery.
Remember that time?
Remember that?
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember it?
I'm gonna make you remember this the rest of your goddamn It's collective lives.
Yep, forever and ever.
Right.
2,000 years later.
Right, yeah, no, like, we're still reading the Bible, and we're still supposed to fucking remember that shit. Like,
remember?
Nope, I remember that in no way whatsoever. Do you?
No.
I have no recollection of that.
I don't remember it.
And moreover, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, thank you, ? But you killed a lot of us, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and you killed a bunch of fucking kids to get us out of there.
Yeah, like...
So,
yay? I didn't want it that way. Not that way.
And that's even if they were there in the first place, because there's...
Questions about that. Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever.
Not like this. Do not forget that he... What?
Just throw in a random Poltergeist reference.
That wasn't Poltergeist. That was from The Matrix.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. The way you said it sounded like...
it sounded like Tangia.
Yeah.
No. This is from The Matrix when, what's her name, the blonde chick is about to get unplugged and she says, not like this.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
do not forget that he lit... Poltergeist. Jesus Christ.
No, it's the way you said it. It sounded like the one lady that's...
No, she said it just like how I said it. Okay. I said it just like her.
All right.
Do not forget that he led you through the great and terrifying wilderness. Don't forget... with its poisonous snakes and scorpions.
That he said after them.
That I
he
put there.
Sicked them on. Oh.
Remember that time
this dude is such a fucking... I mean, he's a gaslighting motherfucker.
Remember that time when I broke a bunch of plates and glasses, and then I pushed you into the kitchen and made you walk across them, and then I gave you a hand and I pulled you up out of it? Wasn't that nice of me? And then remember how I wiped up all the blood, the blood that I had caused. Remember that?
Just to be clear, this never happened.
No, but it's...
But yeah, no, a similar scenario here. Yeah.
Remember when I punched you and gave you a black eye, but then I put a frozen steak on it.
Right,
remember?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Remember that?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, snakes and scorpions where it was so hot and dry. He gave you water from the rock. After everybody complained, sure would be nice if, this awesome God who is awesome, the awesome God who is awesome would give us some fucking water.
Yeah.
And then Moses got in trouble for the way he went about it and doesn't get to see this land.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this whole thing is this.
Right.
Remember how I'm a dick?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm getting out of this.
Right. He fed you with manna in the wilderness, a food unknown to your ancestors. Yeah, you already said that, bitch. He did this to humble you and test you for your own good. He did all this so you would never say to yourself, I have achieved this wealth with my own strength and energy. But really, because...
What?
Because...
It doesn't...
So many arguments.
Oh my God.
It's not
wait. There were people living here that they killed to take their land that has all these riches and honey, right? Mm-hmm. So did they attain that on their own?
I don't know. Probably.
Because I kind of respect them a little bit more.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Well, they had their own God. So maybe their God gave it to them.
Okay.
That's a different story.
Whatever.
We're not privy to that story.
Whatever.
Remember the Lord your God, period. Remember, okay?
Yeah, remember the God of... I was trying to be clever, but I lost my track there. You
lost it.
Yeah.
There was no clever to be had.
I'm just angry right now.
I could tell.
Yeah.
He is the one who gives you power to be successful in order to fulfill the covenant he confirmed to your ancestors with an oath. He put his hand on your thigh. But I assure you of this, if you ever forget the Lord your God and follow other gods, worshipping and bowing down to them, you will certainly be destroyed.
But not right away.
Right.
That's what he said before. He said, not right away. He'll scatter you, and then you'll come back to him.
Yeah.
So he's not in any way whatsoever going to destroy you. He's just going to scatter you, and then you'll come back. So it's all good.
So is he going to destroy you, or isn't he? Because just a couple chapters ago...
I think he's of two minds about that.
I think so, too. Maybe it depends on who you're related to.
Yeah.
Because he's like, fine, go ahead, leave me. I don't care. You'll be back anyway. But then he's got like borderline personality disorder because then he's also like, don't leave. I'll kill you.
Right. Yeah. No, he's a.
There's a literal book called, what is it? I Hate You, Don't Leave Me.
Yeah.
And it is about borderline personality disorder. Yeah. I hate you, don't leave me. And that is what this God is doing. Right. I hate you, don't leave me.
Right.
Go ahead and leave me, you'll be back anyway. Don't leave me, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Just as the Lord has destroyed other nations in your path, you also will be destroyed if you refuse to obey the Lord your God. The end.
But he can't do that because then he'd have nobody to fucking worship his stupid ass.
Damn. Totally really is.
I'm just saying.
Right?
Like, his whole power is derived from the Israelites, so they've got to live because that's the only people that fucking want to worship this dickhead.
Well, that's what I don't get. He's like demanding that they do, but what if they collectively were just like, no.
Right?
What if they were like, this is bullshit?
Like, even if he killed them all, that wouldn't do him any good.
Right.
So, like, well, yeah, what if they collectively just went on strike and said, fuck you?
Right.
We're picking up sticks tomorrow, and it's going to be Sunday, so fuck off.
And then we're going to burn the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Just because we want to.
Yeah.
What?
We've got our union rep here. You can talk to him about this, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Speaking of unions, I was glad to see that Starbucks got another union going.
Yay!
And then I was sad that the Chicago school teachers are having problems with the leadership there in that area because they're wanting to teach from home and the leadership is like, no, pandemic or else what? Or else die?
Right.
What kind of pandemic and die, pandemic or die? Those are my choices? What? I mean, right?
It's a lot like the choices in the Bible.
It really is.
Shitty ass choices.
And it's always the people who follow God that are saying this shit.
Yeah.
You notice that?
I know.
Whatever.
All right. Well, we're done for today, and God will probably be shitty again tomorrow. Yep. So join us for God being shitty.
In Deuteronomy chapter 9.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are. And our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there. So it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount. So, like, any support is always appreciated.
So what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/Sacrilegious Discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/Sacrilegious Discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.